upstate New York. As you can see, it's very different from the concrete jungle of Manhattan. We are heading with Vartan seminarist at the St. Nersess Seminary Armenian. So the Armenian Apostolic Church has one seminary in the United States. It's located upstate New York. Oh, so you have many buildings, chapel. It's like a campus.
Yeah.
Welcome to St. Nersess Seminary in upstate New York. First impressions, it's very peaceful. Like you're not that far from Manhattan. It took me an hour in total. Look, like it looks like we are in a village of the Alps, or so they have a Hajj car here too. Yes, I will keep you posted. This is a very interesting experience because few people heard of the seminary, I think, and the importance of having it, I think, is something a bit maybe underrated. We will see. We will see in the next hours how we discover the place.
So this is where the single seminarians live. There's about 5-6 rooms in the top and a common room in the bottom. This is the St. Hagop chapel, library, and classrooms. Back there is where the married couples live, the apartments. It's a cafeteria, and we have a rec room over there. And there's a Hajj car over here as well. These bricks, people donate in memories of loved ones. It's one way to support the seminary.
Over there is the bell, right?
Yes. It's a tradition from Jerusalem, and so there's a hammer on it. There's a specific pattern. So it's just a tradition that originated from Jerusalem, and we carried it through here.
Well, the donor for this building would be Hagop, and he was a major supporter of His Holiness Kara King I, the previous Catholicos of Armenia. So this building was built in his honor and his namesake to serve as a center for theological education in America for the Armenian Church. These are all quotes.
This is Hagop Chapel, named after Hagop Latkana Hayrabet, which is this man right here. A beautiful icon of him in here. At the end of the fall semester, we dedicate a Badrak to him on the day where we commemorate his day. I think it's a Saturday. Every year, according to the Easter calendar, we do and dedicate a Badrak to him. That's kind of our last Badrak for the semester. This chapel is designed to look like a small church. So right now, obviously, the curtains are closed because we're in the Lenten season. That's the tradition of the Armenian Apostolic Church. But it's cross-shaped, like an Armenian church. It has everything exactly where it needs to be. So the main entrance is on the west side, opposite of the altar, which is always facing east. In the Armenian Apostolic Church, the altar is always east, where the sun rises, because God is the light of righteousness. And then we have a baptismal font over here on the north side. And I wish I could show you the altar, but we have everything that's needed for a Badarak as well. right now we place this small little altar here so that we can do our litanies and prayers while the altar is closed. I can't show you the altar, but we have a very nice setup. There's place to light candles. We have candles for any services that are needed. We have what's called the purvar. Purvar comes from two words, puir, which means nice smell, and var, which means to burn. So it's a censer, it's where we burn the incense, and our prayers are sent to God through it. We have everything that's needed for pretty much every service in this one small little chapel. Anything else you need to know? You could ask the dean of the seminary.
That building where the male students stay was the manor house, the main house for the family. The building where you're staying and where the dining room is and the married student apartments were barns. The large barn and the small barn, you'll see it architecturally. This is new totally, this didn't exist. And the house called the Dean's Residence, where I reside, was where the son and his family of the main landowners. Then it got passed on. Eventually, they ended up in the hands of the synagogue that's across the street. They bought it, but they didn't maintain it well, and the reason that they bought it, they could no longer afford to develop it, so they sold it to us. When we first purchased it, it was a jungle here. It took a year just to clear the property. Yeah. We had to, by city ordinance, maintain the look of the original buildings because it's from the early 1800s, and for Americans, that's ancient history. For Armenians, that's yesterday, right?
So it's
So that's why you see, the only building that looks different is this one. The dedication plaque is out there. You may want to look at that. Katolikos dedicated. These are some classrooms. Some of them may be messy. 1, 2, and this is a larger room when we have some lectures. This is our faculty and staff meeting room. This is the accountant office and the facilities manager office. This is my messy office. You see these?
Oh,
You're going to sign them and give them out to.
of course, my pleasure.
So I have some new ones.
Oh yeah, I did.
So this
new
is
edition.
30 so far. I've given them as gifts. They love it. And the library has equal space as it does below. And our plan is, right now it's stacks of books yet to be cataloged, but we're planning on turning it into a working space like up here by putting in an elevator. These are books that are free to take if you're interested.
Yeah.
So there are more books downstairs. These are some faculty offices.
After the 12th century.
It's printed actually.
And as I said, it's 24 hours a day, or except for the public, these are the hours when we have a librarian on duty.
After 6.
So that was call to worship. As they explained me, it was during the time of when the Armenians were living in Jerusalem during the Ottoman Empire, and it was forbidden for the Christians to use the bells. So they had this wood plate like this to to call the Armenians to the mass at the church. So that's part of the history of Armenians in Jerusalem that have been brought to upstate New York, here in Armon at the Armenian Seminary.
We got a full bench press with the multiple plates, dumbbells well, we have 5 pounds, so 5 pounds to 100 pounds, cardio machines, pull-up bar, multiple pull-up bars, and then everything else is on this. Kettle bars as well.
It's 8 a.m. at the Armenian Seminary. Paris Louis, everyone. We're gonna head to the chapel right now.
Mi mejeres meso tenekome algetos mezavutsuxin sütües pazmolmaslar bir kez böyle partişan kunye badi ayjum yevmişkevavidyan satenic amen.
Yes, surbielitiamko, Iegesta aretuko, Iegrisintamko, vorbes eginese belgri, Azatme hanabazor, durmes aisor, Ietonmes vardisme, vorbes emeton veros vardabanac, Ievitamirus reciprocutium, Alphagias mesichane.
Zikoya kayetünye zovutünye partnavidyan samen yevitiam yarnotnyal havidyan, ziaraç kanzare behan nora.
Kots pashto
Downtown Armon is extremely small. The architecture, obviously because of urban architecture, matches very well, so you'll have a city bank that looks like that.
Yeah, they respect the local urbanism rules. Yeah. The closest large city to here is White Plains, right?
I think that's the closest one, yeah. This isn't really considered. This is probably considered a hamlet, not a city.
A town, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. You. Yeah.
Back to Grand Central, to Manhattan. We are leaving North White Plains and the Armenian Seminary. That was a great experience. I don't know, I hope I'll be back there soon, and I've met incredible people, the seminarians, the teachers there, and back to France actually, because I'm gonna head to the airport right now.